Big news at FC Barcelona. The club has made the definitive move in the transfer market. We have a new central defender, and he's an absolute beast who will transform our defense. The Blaugrana defensive line is about to become an impenetrable wall, capable of making any rival team tremble. Today, we have the exclusive news that all Barcelona fans have been waiting for. Get ready to be amazed by what's coming. This is pure fire. Stay until the end because this transfer is not just an addition, it's a clear message to the world of football. If you're a true Barcelona fan, one of those whose heart beats with every goal from Lewandowski, every magical play from GAVI, and every save from Ter Stegen, don't hesitate to subscribe and join the Blaugrana family. We're going all in, so hold on tight because FC Barcelona has just signed a player who will make history. We're talking about an impressive central defender, a titan who is here to strengthen our defense and send a clear message. Barça is back, and this time, no one can stop us. This move is not just another reinforcement, it's a clear declaration of intent. It's Barça telling the world, here, we are in charge. Let's analyze this bombshell because there's a lot to say, and we'll do it with the Barcelona pride that runs through our veins. Let's start with the context. FC Barcelona's defense has been one of the most talked about subjects in recent years. Of course, we have incredible players like Ronald Araujo, a natural leader who gives his all in every play. We also have Pau Cubarsí, the 18-year-old who already seems to have a decade of experience in the elite. We can't forget Inigo Martinez with his quality and experience, nor Eric Garcia, who is always there when we need him. But let's be honest, Barcelona fans, in a season as demanding as 2024/2025, with La Liga, the Champions League, the Copa del Rey, and the Club World Cup on the horizon, we needed a world-class reinforcement. Someone who raises the quality, brings hierarchy, and provides assurance at the back. And Joan Laporta, our president, the man who always knows how to surprise us, has done it. The name of the new central defender is David Hanko. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Slovakian defender from Feyenoord, a player who has been on the radar of the big clubs in Europe but will now wear the Blaugrana jersey. Because this transfer is truly incredible. We're going to break it all down because this guy is much more than a defender. He's a leader, a strategist, a warrior who will make rival attackers' lives a nightmare. David Hanko, 27 years old, 1.88 meters of pure strength and talent. This man is a physical prodigy but also has great tactical intelligence on the field. Under the orders of Arne Slot at Feyenoord, he has shown himself to be a complete central defender. He dominates aerial play, is very quick to cut out counterattacks, has ball-playing abilities that seem like those of a midfielder, and, moreover, knows how to score goals. Yes, Barcelona fans, he's not one of those defenders who only knows how to destroy. Hanko also builds the game. In the last season with Feyenoord, he scored 7 goals and provided 3 assists in all competitions. A defender who also contributes in attack is pure gold for Barca's style of play. But what impresses us most about Hanko is his winning mentality. This guy is a natural leader. He was captain at Feyenoord, led his national team in the Euros, and in important matches, he doesn't tremble. Do you remember those epic duels against Manchester City or Atletico de Madrid in the Champions League? Hanko was there, fighting, winning duels, stealing balls like a gladiator. He's the kind of player we need at Camp Nou, someone who doesn't back down from anyone, not even the Galacticos of Real Madrid. And speaking of the Whites, I want to leave you with a message. While at Madrid they lament their injuries and look for excuses, we are building a legendary team. Let them prepare because, with Hanko in our defense, the next Clásico will be a Blaugrana stroll. Mbappé, Vinicius, let them come, because our new central defender will put them in their place. This transfer is not just an acquisition, it's a show of authority. Barça is here to dominate, and the Bernabeu will tremble. Now, let's talk numbers because we know that Barcelona fans are demanding and we love data. According to the latest news, Hanko's transfer was concluded for around 30 million euros, a real bargain in the current market. Think about it, for that amount, Barça gets a top-level central defender with experience in high-level competitions and with years ahead to continue growing. Laporta and Deco, our sporting director, have once again shown that they know how to navigate the market. While other clubs pay fortunes for overvalued players, we bring quality at a very reasonable price. That's Barcelona management. But as always, not everything is perfect, and here we are transparent. Some will say that Hanko, at 27, is not as young as Kubarsi or as experienced as the big names circulating for other teams. There are also those who will say that Feyenoord does not play at the same level as La Liga or the Champions League. To these skeptics, I say, relax. This guy is ready for the challenge. Hansi Flick, our coach, is not one to settle for less. If Hanko is here, it's because Flick has approved him with his seal of quality. The German knows that this central defender fits perfectly into his system, which combines intensity, high pressing, and clean ball playing from the back. Imagine for a moment Barca's defense with Hanko and Araujo as the pair of central defenders. With Kubarsi and Martinez as luxury substitutes, Eric Garcia ready to rotate, and Jules Kounde who can play as a full-back or central defender depending on the needs of the match. This is not just a defense, it's a bunker. And with Ter Stegen in goal, we can sleep peacefully. Rivals will have to sweat blood to score a goal against Barca this season. Now, let's talk about how Hanko fits into Hansi Flick's system. The German coach has transformed Barca into a total football machine. Constant pressing, rapid transitions, and an offensive game that thrills everyone. But for all this to work, the defense must be as solid as a rock, and that's where Hanko comes in perfectly. His ability to anticipate attackers, his speed in correcting mistakes, and his precision in long passes make him the ideal partner for Araujo, who is more direct and dominant in the box. Together, they will be a nightmare for any rival attack. Moreover, Hanko has something we love: personality. He's not one of those players who hide when things get tough. At Feyenoord, when the team was losing, he was the one who stepped up, asked for the ball, and organized the defense. This mentality is exactly what we need for big matches like those in the Champions League against Bayern, Manchester City, or PSG. Another point in favor of this transfer is versatility. Hanko is not just a central defender. He has also played as a left-back on several occasions. This gives Flick a range of tactical options. We need to strengthen the left flank because Alejandro Balde is exhausted, and here comes Hanko. We want to surprise the opponent with a three-man defense? Hanko can do it without any problem. This man is a luxury joker in a team like Barca, where tactical flexibility is key. This has invaluable worth. Now, allow me a moment of epic reflection, because this transfer is not just a sporting matter, it's a matter of pride. FC Barcelona is sending a message to the world. We don't need to spend 100 million to compete, we don't need to mortgage the future to attract stars. With intelligence, hard work, and a clear project, we are building a team that will make history. While others spend fortunes on overvalued transfers, we are betting on players like Hanko, who arrive with hunger, the desire to prove themselves, and Barca's DNA, even if they weren't born at La Masia. And speaking of La Masia, don't think this transfer overshadows our young players. On the contrary, Hanko will be a mentor for Kubarsi, a teammate who will help him grow. Imagine Pau learning from a player like Hanko, who has played in the European elite and knows what it's like to face the best. This is a victory for everyone. We strengthen the present and secure the future. A little word for our neighbors at the Santiago Bernabéu. While they are obsessed with their Galacticos and internal problems, we are working silently, recruiting intelligently, and building a team that will surpass them. Do you remember the 4-3 Clasico this season, the match where LAMINE, YAMAL, and LEWANDOWSKI humiliated them? With Hanko in the defense, the next Clasico will be even more humiliating. Let them prepare. Barca is ready to reign. Let's also talk about the impact this transfer will have in the locker room. Flick's Barca is a united team, a tight-knit group, a band of brothers fighting for the same goal. Hanko, with his experience as a captain, will bring leadership and character. He is one of those players who shine not only on the field but also lift morale in tough times. Imagine Hanko rallying the guys before a key match at Anfield or the Allianz Arena. This is what we need to become the kings of Europe again. An interesting detail that will surely excite you. Hanko is a tactics enthusiast. In interviews, he has said that he loves studying opponents, analyzing their movements, and preparing strategies to neutralize them. This is music to Flick's ears, who is a tactics board maniac. With Hanko on the team, we will see a smarter, more prepared, and more lethal Barca. But it's not all about tactics and numbers. This transfer also has an emotional component. Hanko has stated that playing for Barca is a dream come true for him, who grew up watching Puyol, Pique, and the great Pep Guardiola in action. Knowing that our new central defender arrives with this excitement and respect for our history fills us with pride. This guy isn't just coming for the contract. He's coming to give his all for the badge, and that, Barcelona fans, makes all the difference. Before continuing, I want to take a moment to talk about our coach, Hansi Flick. This man is a genius. He took a team coming off a complicated season and transformed it into a winning machine. The 2024/2025 La Liga is practically in the bag, and all thanks to his work, vision, and ability to get the best out of each player. Signing Hanko is further proof that Flick knows what he wants. This isn't a random transfer, it's a calculated move, a key piece in the puzzle of a Barça aiming for everything. And we can't talk about this transfer without mentioning Joan Laporta. The president has once again shown that he is a master in the art of transfers. While other clubs get lost in endless negotiations, Laporta concludes operations like this in record time. 30 million for a central defender of this level is a bargain, period. Deco also deserves applause for knowing how to find the perfect profile for our team. With Laporta, Flick, and Deco, Barça is in the best possible hands. Now, let's dream a little. Imagine Barca's lineup for next season: Ter Stegen in goal, a defense with Araujo, Hanko, and Bald, a midfield with GAVI, De Jong, and PEDRI, and in attack, GAVI, YAMAL, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. Who can stop us with this team? No one, Barcelona fans, absolutely no one. This is the Barça we have all dreamed of, a team that combines youth, experience, talent, and determination, a team that doesn't just win but also dazzles. A little message for those who always look for an excuse to criticize Barça, whether it's the refereeing, luck, or whatever. To all of them, I say, look at what we are building. While some continue to criticize, we recruit, we win, and we celebrate. So keep your complaints for another time, because FC Barcelona is stronger than ever. Let's now talk about the impact Hanko will have in the Champions League. This transfer isn't just for La Liga, it's to shine in Europe. The Champions League is the big goal, the trophy we all want to see back at Camp Nou, and with Hanko, we are one step closer. This player already has Champions League experience with Feyenoord and has shown that he doesn't back down from the big teams. A duel against Holland? Hanko neutralizes him. A face-off with Sulla? Hanko stops him. This central defender has everything needed to compete at the highest level, and that's precisely what we need to reign in Europe again. Moreover, this transfer comes at the perfect time. The 2024/2025 season is crazy for Barça. We are leading La Liga with a 7-point lead over Real Madrid, according to the latest reports. We won the Clásico 4-3 with GAVI, YAMAL, and Lewandowski shining as always, and in the Champions League, we continue to compete, showing that we can rival the best. Hanko arrives to give us that extra solidity we need to win it all. Let's not forget the Club World Cup. This tournament is a unique opportunity to show that Barça is the best team in the world. With Hanko in the defense, we can dream of lifting this trophy and silencing all those who doubt us. The football world is waiting for Barça to stumble, but with this team, it won't happen. If Barça is your life, if every victory makes you jump off the couch and every goal gives you goosebumps, subscribe now and live the Cule passion with us. Visca el Barça and Visca Catalunya. Now, a bit of history. FC Barcelona has always had great central defenders, from Puyol, the eternal captain, to Pique, the defensive brain of the best Barça in history. Hanko has the opportunity to write his name alongside these giants. We're not saying he's already at that level, but he has the potential to go very far. If he continues to grow, if he adapts to Barca's style and wins the affection of the fans, he can become a legend. And we, the Cules, will be there to support him in every match, every challenge, every victory. One detail we cannot ignore: Hanko is left-footed, which adds tactical value to our defense. In a team that relies on clean ball possession, having a left-footed central defender is a key advantage. He can open up the game, connect with the fullbacks, and break lines with his passes. This is something Flick values highly, and we will surely see Hanko initiating plays from the back like an additional midfielder. Let's also talk about the economic impact, because yes, Cules, Barça is not here to spend recklessly, and this transfer demonstrates that. 30 million for a central defender of this level is a perfect operation. While other teams pay 80 or 100 million for players who don't always deliver, we do things intelligently. Laporta has learned from past mistakes, and now, every euro invested brings us closer to success. Hanko is not just a great player, he is an investment for the future. And now, a message for all of you, the Barça fans. This is the time to be more united than ever. Barça is returning to its rightful place. We are the best club in the world, and with transfers like this, we will prove it. So let's fill the Camp Nou, sing until we lose our voices, and make sure our players feel the warmth from the stands, because Barça is not just a team, it's a way of life, a passion that unites us all. Let's talk about what this transfer means for the young players of La Masia. Barça doesn't just recruit, it also trains. Hanko will be an example for the young players, a role model to follow. Seeing a central defender of his caliber work every day with them, share the locker room, and give advice will help our young players grow even more. This is what makes Barça great, combining the talent of the academy with strategic signings that raise the level. With Hanko, Araujo, Kobarsi, and others, we are building a defense for the next 5 to 10 years. And that, Kules, is a reason to dream big, because this Barça doesn't just want to win titles, it wants to mark an era, like the teams of Cruyff, Guardiola, and Luis Enrique. Hanko is another piece in this puzzle, and what a piece! This transfer reminds us why we love Barça, why this club never gives up, never settles, always goes further. While other teams spend fortunes and lose their way, we build with intelligence, passion, and identity. David Hanko is not just a player, he is a symbol of what it means to be part of FC Barcelona. Sacrifice, talent, commitment. This transfer gives us reasons to believe, to fill the Camp Nou, to sing until we lose our voices, because being a Kuhl is not just about supporting a team, it's about living a way of life, feeling that every victory, every goal, every title is ours. Hanko is here to join this passion, to fight for us, to defend the badge with the same intensity with which we defend it from the stands. So get your scarves ready, Kuhls, because with Hanko on the team, the future is ours. Barça is back, and no one will stop us. Now, let me take you to an area where FC Barcelona has always shone, the Champions League. Because yes, this transfer of David Hanko is not just to dominate La Liga, it's to reconquer Europe, to bring the big-eared cup back to Camp Nou. The Champions League is the tournament that separates the great from the legendary, and Hanko arrives with the perfect profile to make us dream of European glory. This man already knows what it's like to face the giants of the continent. At Feyenoord, he measured himself against Manchester City and Atletico de Madrid, and he didn't just survive, he made his mark. Now, imagine Hanko on the biggest stage, defending the Barça badge against Bayern, PSG, or Liverpool. This Slovakian defender is a warrior who doesn't back down, who goes for every ball as if it were his last, who organizes the defense with the authority of a leader. His arrival gives us the solidity we need in those life-or-death matches, where one mistake sends you home. With Hanko, our defense won't just be a wall, it will be a spectacle, because he combines determination with elegance, strength with intelligence. And let's not forget his contribution in attack. His headed goals from set pieces could be the key in those tight quarterfinal or semi-final matches. Imagine a corner in the 90th minute, Camp Nou roaring, Hanko jumping higher than everyone to score a goal that qualifies us. This is what this transfer brings us. Moreover, Hansi Flick knows how to win the Champions League. He demonstrated this with Bayern, and Hanko fits perfectly into his plan. This central defender won't just stop rival attackers. He will be the first step in our offensive plays, with precise passes connecting with PEDRI, GAVI, or De Jong. The Champions League demands perfection, and with Hanko, we are closer. This transfer makes us believe that we can compete with anyone, that we can become the kings of Europe again, because Barça doesn't just play in the Champions League, it breathes it, lives it, dreams it. And with Hanko on the team, this dream is more alive than ever. So get your voices ready, Kuhls, because this season, we will sing the Champions League anthem louder than ever. With Hanko as our new gladiator in defense, the path to glory starts now, and no one will stop us. Kuhls, that's all for today, but what news, what a thunderbolt, what pride to be part of Barça. David Hanko is already one of us, and with him, FC Barcelona is closer to becoming the king in Spain, Europe, and the world. This transfer is not just a reinforcement, it's a symbol of who we are, a club that never gives up, always goes further, and carries football in its soul. So, if you are an unconditional fan of FC Barcelona, if you bleed blue and red, if you dream of seeing our team lift the Champions League trophy, subscribe now, hit the bell, and join this passion that makes us unique. Visca el Barça and Visca Catalunya. Tell me in the comments what you think about Hanko's transfer. Do you think he will be the new Puyol? How do you imagine the next Clásico with him in the defense? I want to read your opinions. Cules. See you in the next video.